McCallum here. Today's post is going to be a wee informative video talking about effective planning for your sessions. Now, one thing that I get sometimes is guys coming to me and they're saying, oh, I've sort of hit a plateau with my training. Now, there's sort of a wee checklist that you've got to make sure that you tick off when you sort of answer these sorts of types of questions. And that's one is obviously your nutrition. Is your nutrition on point? So I'll sort of say, okay, so what you're eating like, and sort of see if they're either eating enough or they're eating effectively for what their goal is, and if it's okay, well, sweet, we'll tick that off. Two, are you getting enough sleep to help recover? Is your recovery time between sessions, or are you giving your muscle enough time to recover? If yes, then okay, sweet, your fatigue isn't a problem. Three would be your training. Is your training planning effective for what your goal is? And so I'll get them to give me an example, and sometimes the examples I'll receive is I'll ask them, okay, so what's your planning like? And they'll come back to me and they'll say, oh, well, on a Monday I train chest, on a Tuesday I train legs, on a Wednesday I train back, on a Thursday I train whatever's left, shoulders. Typical bro split. And okay, sure, this is, yeah, sweet, that's what you're doing during your week, but when I want effective, I want to know what you're planning in your sessions like. So what you're actually doing in your session to make sure that you're actually progressing. And so what I'm talking about is how, for example, you're putting your muscle under more strain than what you were the week before, to make sure that you're getting progressive overload. Now, so what I'll say is, oh well, session to session, I am absolutely smacking myself. So I'm going in there, I'm going beast mode and giving 100%, making sure I'm exhausting the muscle completely, and just making sure I'm absolutely buggered. And I say, okay, well, sure, for say a beginner to a sort of moderate lifter, yes, this is it will be effective for a period of time in their training, but as soon as they sort of bridge that gap and sort of get past the beginner sort of stage in their career, then the chances of them further developing muscle is very minimal, because simply session to session they don't actually know if they're putting their muscle under more strain than what they were the session before. For example, if you were to go do dumbbell chest press, now you do 5 sets of, I don't know, 10 reps of, I don't know, 30 kilo dumbbells, and you push out and you get 10 reps, yeah, 5 sets, you bugger yourself, you're absolutely knackered, but then the next week you'll go grab those same dumbbells and you push out another 10 reps for the same amount of sets, and you're actually not seeing an increase from week to week because you're doing the same amount of loads and the same amount of frequency and as what you were the week before. So you're actually not putting the muscle under more strain and not getting any progressive overload to increase muscle development. So I think the take-home message here is make sure that you use a diary within your training to track week to week. Ensure that you're getting actually progress, whether it's frequency, the amount of time the amount of sessions that you're training that particular muscle, or the exercises, so the amount of exercises that hit that particular muscle, whether it's your loading, whether it's the amount of weight you use, the reps, the sets, however long the muscle's under certain strain. Now, you need genuine increase to see muscle development, so you need to see it go like this. If you were to draw a graph from, I don't know, 4-week period, you want to see slight increase. For example, my training is Monday upper body push pull, Tuesday lower body, Wednesday cardio core, Thursday upper body push pull, Friday lower body, Saturday upper body push pull, accessory, and Sunday my rest day generally. And so within those sessions I'm tracking every single weight I use, every set I do, every rep is all written down in my diary. So from session to session I can actually make sure that I'm improving from session to session, because I know if I'm going to the gym 6-7 days a week, then I need to ensure that when I'm there, I'm actually being effective with my approach. I'm not going there for 2 hours or an hour and a half, however long I'm there for, from session to session, and it being an ineffective session, and not being an optimal approach to my training. So, take home message: track your weights, use a diary, and start that process now before you start wasting your time in the gym.